Welcome back to the Morning Kickoff Show. I'm your host, Matt Witt. We have some more breaking news for the Minnesota Vikings. The rumors are true. The Vikings were, in fact, looking to trade for wide receiver Jalen Reagor. Kwesi came into this organization guns blazing, releasing multiple players who's been with the organization for some time, releasing just about the entire 2019 draft class for the Vikings, now making a big-time move, acquiring Jalen Reagor, wide receiver, who was previously with the Philadelphia Eagles. According to Adam Schefter, as of a few minutes ago, Eagles are sending wide receiver Jalen Reagor to the Minnesota Vikings in exchange for a 2023 7th-round draft pick and a 2024 conditional 4th-round draft pick that would de-escalate to a 5th-round draft pick if certain statistical marks are not met, sources tell ESPN. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This just shows the Vikings are not the same Vikings we have watched our entire life. Kwesi came into this organization and is completely changing this organization. KOC comes into this organization, an offense that was once a run-heavy offense, an offense that was once revolving around the run game and used the pass as a second-hand option on 3rd down, 4th down, etc. The Minnesota Vikings now are in a completely new identity than they were in the past. We have Justin Jefferson, who we somehow were able to get with the 22nd overall draft pick, and now we acquired the 21st overall draft pick in that draft class. Jalen Reagor was taken right before Justin Jefferson, came by a surprise to just about 99% of every NFL fan base. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. In just 24 hours, we have had 3 trades from the Minnesota Vikings, 2 trades that are kind of not big surprises. I mean, we expected Jesse Davis to be moved on if Ed Ingram was to win the starting right guard role. And Armon Watts, we didn't expect to see more than 1 season of Armon Watts. Now, the Vikings are making a move for a position that was not necessarily needed to be filled for the Minnesota Vikings. According to last night, we had our initial 53-man roster for the Vikings, and the Vikings had 5 wide receivers on the roster. Those 5 wide receivers being obviously Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and KJ Osborne, our 3 wide receiver tandem. No question about that. Outside of that, Amir Smith-Marset and Jalen Naylor were in the rotation as well for our wide receiver 4 and 5 for the Vikings. And we have acquired our 6th wide receiver for the team, and I'm super excited to see what we can do with this player. Now, yeah, not a whole lot to be excited for. I'm going to be honest. I've watched a lot of Jalen Reagor in Eagles uniform, and it was not that great. So hopefully we can see this player step in. As our wide receiver 6, we likely won't get to see a whole lot of him this season, but maybe going into the future, we can develop him and work him into the superstar that the Eagles thought he would be over Justin Jefferson. And I'm really excited to see this new identity of an offense. And I've talked about this many times, and I'm going to go back to the screen right here because we're done with this area. I've talked about this many times. The Vikings are going younger at every position, and this is what we're seeing on offense. We continue to take running backs and we continue to take wide receivers despite not needing those players right now on our offense, including the offensive line. The Vikings had options with numerous offensive linemen over the last offseason, and we're not taking new offensive linemen other than in the draft. We are going younger at every position. And when you take a look at both our running back and wide receiver room right now, everybody's on the rookie contract. Outside of Adam Thielen and Dalvin Cook, everybody's on the rookie contract. And it feels so good. And looking at tight end, Irv Smith Jr. might be going in the final year of his deal. The guy's still 24 years old. He's still the average age of every rookie coming into the league. So I'm stoked. I'm really excited. Captain Kirk, still in the top half of league, is now going to be leading this young offense to a Super Bowl championship this next season. Jalen Reagor, hopefully we don't have to watch any of this player in his first season with Minnesota, assuming that he is our wide receiver 5 or 6. Hopefully we don't get to see a lot of this guy as a wide receiver. Expect I would get to see some of him on special teams. I'm guessing that's he's kind of playing the gunner type of role where he's going to be our special teams player and wide receiver guy just in case if we do go down with some injuries. We're going to head back on over to the screen, and I'm going to pull up Adam Thielen's contract right now because we could be seeing the end of Adam Thielen in purple and gold. Taking a look at his contract, because this is my assumption that we're going to go younger at the position. Now, Jalen Reagor will likely not ever be as good as Adam Thielen. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying here is the Vikings are continuing to take shots with young guys in both running backs and wide receivers right now. And this is our new identity of an offense. And the offensive line is all on the rookie contracts except for Brian O'Neill, who is still very young. So looking at Adam Thielen's contract right now, he is obviously under contract 2 more years and is a potential out after the 2023 season for the Vikings. So he is going to be here for the next 2 years. Adam Thielen, in my opinion, the best receiver over the age of 30. He's shown no sign of decline yet. He's not like Julio Jones. He's not like, what are some other names to mention here? Even Michael Thomas, you can throw into the mix, who have kind of shown a decline the last couple seasons. This could be due to quarterback play. We're not going to dismiss that, but it also is likely more due to age with these two guys who are now going into their 30s. And looking at Adam Thielen, he hasn't shown the same decline that these other wide receivers in their 30s have shown. So hopefully for the next 2 years, he is still our red zone threat of an offense. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kwesi never gives Adam Thielen or Dalvin Cook another contract. I wouldn't. Even looking at Dalvin Cook. The Vikings right now are not only just made a trade for Jalen Reagor, which yesterday hearing the news that they were looking to trade for Jalen Reagor was a surprise. Now seeing that they did so is kind of a surprise. But Dalvin Cook is only 1 more year until he's a potential out after the season. We could be making a transition into these next guys. Now, it's unlikely that we would release Dalvin Cook or trade him with the salary cap that it would go against us in dead cap. We could see this after the 2023 season. So both 2022, 2023 season is about the final years, in my opinion, from the way it's looking like, the trajectory of the Minnesota Vikings, of Adam Thielen and Dalvin Cook. We've showed that we love Kirk Cousins. Our front office have showed that Kirk Cousins is their guy by giving him this new contract. Every other position, they want rookies. They want young guys. They want the next man up. And that's exactly what this offense's trajectory is going. And I'm so excited because if we traded for Jalen Reagor last year, I would not have been excited at all. I think it would be a stupid trade and it wouldn't make any sense. Now, I have so much faith in our offense. I have so much faith in Kevin O'Connell over our last couple guys we've had as both head coaches and offensive play callers. This is awesome. This is a great move. Now, you can say we gave up too much, and I believe that we did give up a little bit too much. I mean, a 7th-round draft pick, who cares? I mean, if it was a 7th-round draft pick and Rick Spielman was drafting him, it would be a lot better than a 7th-round draft pick. Because Rick Spielman, with all due respect, he wasn't the best GM. However, he was he was a great GM at finding value in the later rounds, in day 3 of the draft. He was the day 3 draft genius, is what I called him. So I'm assuming that we're not going to be as good as we were at one point in drafting 7th-round draft picks, but a conditional 4th-round draft pick, mid-round draft pick, perfectly fine. 2 mid-round draft picks for a player who's still in his rookie contract, a player the Eagles have already given up on, rightfully so, after all the drop passes we have seen from him throughout his first 2 seasons in the league. We have young guys at every position on offense, and it feels so good. We could be looking at a future all-pro offense, future top 3 offense in the league, if it isn't already. Let me know what y'all think.